Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Upside Down. Here is my spoiler-free review on The Last Duel. King Charles VI declares that Knight Jean de Carrouges settled his dispute with his squire by challenging him to a duel. This film is directed by Ridley Scott. This film is written by Nicole, Ben Affleck, and Matt Damon. It is based upon the books by Jager. It stars Matt Damon, Adam Driver, Jodie Comer, and Ben Affleck. So this film is not usually my type of thing. This kind of film, like set during medieval times or olden times or the Middle Ages, or with kings and knights and queens, is usually not my thing. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm a huge fan of Ridley Scott. I love this cast. And I loved Good Will Hunting, which Matt Damon and Ben Affleck also co-wrote. That was the last film that they co-wrote. I wanted to see The Last Duel for those reasons. So I went to the theaters, I watched it. It's a beautiful looking film, it is. But like I said, it's not my type. Even after it, it's not my type of film. But I don't regret going. I thought that the cast was amazing. I think Jodie Comer is so talented, and I loved seeing her in Free Guy. And now this, and I know she has a bright future ahead of her. I'm a huge Adam Driver fan. I love him in Star Wars, loved him in this, love Marriage Story, and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck I'm also big fans of. And they did good. The cast here is strong for the most part. I think that these four are the main drive. I think Adam Driver and Jodie Comer are just spectacular. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, they do their thing too. King Charles VI, played by Lawther. I don't know him, obviously. King Charles, I don't know him, obviously. And I don't know if he was that young, and he probably was, or they wouldn't have done this, maybe. I don't know if he acted like that, but there were times when he acted as if he was not in the same movie everyone else is. I don't know if it was just me, but his line delivery at times was he seemed too goofy to be in this movie, which I understand. There is some goofiness. There's not much goofiness, but like Ben Affleck's kind of a comedic character as well. King Charles VI just felt off. He felt like he was in the wrong movie. Laughing and smiling at weird times, doing weird gestures at weird times, and the way he would, deliver some of his lines. He's not a horrible actor by any means, but it just felt like he was in a different kind of movie. I will say, though, that he did remind me of King Joffrey. He wasn't evil like him, but just his kind of immature presence, I guess. The visuals here are absolutely beautiful. I think they did a great job with the cinematography here. I think Ridley Scott still has it to this day and age. He's one of my favorite directors. I adore his eye for cinema, and I think that he does a great job here. I think that the set design, the different sets, the setting, the different areas and locations that they shot at, it really looked good here. The castles looked good, their costume designs looked good. It all looked, for the most part, like they were supposed to be in, the way back when in the 12th or 13th century, 14th century, I believe. It did look like that. They did a good job with all of that. Like I said, it's a well-directed film, well-acted. The cinematography is great here. For me, at least, the story, though, is where it's lagging. I think that it has an interesting story here, and I like what they were trying to do, something new. Like they showed it, the truth from three different parts. The truth from Adam Driver's character, Matt Damon's character, and Jodie Comer's character. Matt Damon and Jodie Comer's characters, they're married, and Adam Driver is accused of something really, a horrible sin against his wife. So it's showing these series of events from each of their point of views. And there's some differences here, which is really interesting to see. I did notice some differences, but I felt like Matt Damon and Adam Driver's portions especially were just really similar, so it kind of felt repetitive at times. And so that added to the boringness, to me at least. I was bored, and like I said, though, medieval thing is not my thing. So that's why I was bored. I could see people liking this film, could see people not liking this film. I mean, even for the subject matter, it does show this horrible act a couple times because it's showing it from these three different points of view. So that can be upsetting to people. And there is violence here as well. That's violent, but there's, physical violence with gore and blood as well. And that can be upsetting to some viewers. I think that it is handled well, the violence and the gore. I think they did a good job with those aspects, but some of that just got a little repetitive. So that's my main gripe with the story. It just didn't always enthrall me. And again, it's because I'm not into this stuff, because I do know people that are into like Middle Ages and medieval times and all that stuff, and they really liked the movie. I don't regret seeing it. Like I said, though, I think the cinematography is really beautiful, the acting's really great, the directing's really great, and the writing, it has a lot going for it. I just wish that they figured out maybe even some more clever ways to hide the repetitiveness. I did like the Last Duel, like the actual duel portion of it. I thought that was a really well done fight. You know, the choreography was really good. The directing, again, was really good. The acting was really good. The violence was really well done. I did like that portion of it. I wouldn't have minded more of it. More action, you know, more of all that stuff. And there was some intrigue when there wasn't violence on the screen for me. But for the most part, it just, like I said, it's not a movie for me. I'm not saying don't go see it. It's up to you. You know, I don't wish bad upon any movie. I know it didn't do great in the box office, and I'm not like happy about that by any means. I want movies to succeed. I want movies to be good. I do think that to some people this is going to be a good movie. And it's not a bad movie. Like I said though, again, it's just not my cup of tea. What did you think of The Last Duel? Did you see it? Please comment down below. Let me know what you thought. What did you think of Ridley Scott's direction? What did you think of the writing? What did you think of the performances? Can you also see Jodie Comer having a bright future ahead of her? Please let me know down in that comment section. Blow up that comment section. But what would I give The Last Duel? The Last Duel gets a 6 out of 10 from me. That's a 6 out of 10 for The Last Duel. If you liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more, click around here to see something else. Please like this video, comment on this video. Please share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, and come to the Upside Dan.